Welcome back to Art Happens, the divine mess of art history, presented by J Squared Atelier. Here we'll explore the beautiful, chaotic, rule-breaking world of art. One masterpiece, one scandal, one movement at a time. I'm your host, James William Moore. Today's journey, an entire rebellion disguised as shimmering brushstrokes. This is Impressionism, rebels with a soft focus. Paris in the mid-19th century is buzzing. Haussmann is bulldozing medieval streets into bright boulevards. Cafes hum with gossip, poetry, and questionable wine. Photography is on the rise. The modern world is taking shape, fast. But inside the official art world, no change, no innovation. Just a wall-to-wall sea of polished, classical paintings. Mythological nymphs, heroic battle scenes, shiny marble torsos. The Salon, run by the Académie des Beaux-Arts, controlled everything. If you wanted a career, you had to paint like the past. No exceptions. And if you didn't, welcome to the pile. Now imagine you're a younger painter, someone like Claude Monet, who's dragging his easel outside because the sunlight is too good to waste. Or Pierre-Auguste Renoir, who thinks joy is an artistic subject. Or Berthe Morisot, sneaking her revolutionary ideas into the world despite every barrier put before women in the arts. They, along with Degas, Pissarro, Cézanne, Sisley, wanted something radical to paint life as it is, not polished, not staged, just seen. Fleeting light on water, a dancer stretching backstage, a quiet afternoon in a garden, a sunrise so hazy you're not sure you're awake. But the Académie? Oh, they hated those brushstrokes, despised visible texture, and absolutely loathed the idea that everyday life was worthy of art. So naturally, the group kept doing exactly that. Okay, enter 1863. The Salon rejects so many artists that Paris explodes with complaints. Napoleon III, not exactly a champion of the arts, but a man who liked to avoid public outrage, steps in. He creates a brand new exhibition, the Salon des Refusés. Translation: the exhibition of the refused. Every artist the Salon rejected, well, they got their own show. This was supposed to calm people down. Instead, it became a sensation. Crowds flooded in. Critics frothed at the mouth. People laughed, argued, gasped, and stared. Because nothing draws attention like rejection. And at the center of this shift was a painting that would give the movement its name. In 1874, at the first independent exhibition organized by the group, Monet shows a small painting, Impression, Sunrise. It's loose, it's sketchy, it looks unfinished. And a critic named Louis Leroy mocks it, calling it just an impression. He means it as an insult. The artists adopt it as their identity. Never underestimate the power of an artist turning criticism into branding. Let's talk about what made Impressionism so revolutionary, beyond the drama. 1. Light was the star, not the subject, not the story. Light. How it flickered through trees, how it shimmered on water, how it changed by the minute. 2. Color went wild. No more muddy browns, no more painting shadows as gray. Impressionists use blues, violets, greens, even in places shadows weren't supposed to be. 3. Everyday life was suddenly epic. Friends dancing, kids boating, workers leaving a factory, women in gardens, a picnic that probably had too much wine. This was radical. Real life, real people, unfiltered. No gods, no heroes, just us. 2 names you must remember: Berthe Morisot and Mary Cassatt. Morisot was one of the founders, literally in the room shaping the movement. Her work is soft but daring, intimate but radical. She showed the world through the eyes of women, not as decoration, but as subjects with interior lives. Cassatt, the American in Paris, brought a ferocity wrapped in elegance. Her images of mothers and children weren't sentimental. They were powerful, modern, and deeply human. These women didn't just participate. They helped define Impressionism's soul. Critics tried everything: unfinished, childish, sloppy. Like painting while drunk on bad champagne. But the public started falling in love. Why? Because Impressionist paintings felt alive. They felt real. They felt like the world was finally being painted the way we see it. Blurred, bright, sunlit, fleeting. And isn't that how memory works too? A little fuzzy around the edges, glowing in the middle. Today, Impressionism is one of the most beloved movements in Western art. The same paintings that were once refused now draw lines around the block. But what the movement truly gave us is this: a permission slip. A reminder that it's okay to break the rules when the rules stop making sense. A permission to paint the world not as it is, but as it feels. The Impressionists weren't painting the world. They were painting how it felt to see it. And sometimes, that soft focus is exactly where the truth is hiding. And that wraps up today's episode of Art Happens, sponsored by J Squared Atelier, where creativity, community, and a little bit of chaos all come together. I'm James William Moore, your host, guiding you through the divine mess of art history. If you're curious about where creativity comes from, the spark, the struggle, the stories behind the work, be sure to check out our sister show, Lattes and Art, where we sit down with artists over espresso and dig into the creative life. Until next time, keep looking, keep wondering, and remember, in art as in life, it always pays to notice the light.